how it's so much nicer to be more towards the predictive side. There's a way a lot less stress that you know you're doing a good job maintaining your product, and there's less likely you're going to have a critical failure. How were we managing maintenance before Limble? This was it. When I came into maintenance and I saw what they were doing, they don't get anything out of it. It goes on a piece of paper and goes in a cabinet. It was like, we just did the work, checkbox. Now we have a system that every day we have a meeting and we go over the work that's in progress. And we can see all the tasks that need to be done for the year and how those are progressing through the system. You know, when you think about Limble, you're talking 1,500 assets, right? This is a nested asset tree. We use it in two different phases. Wintertime operations, it's all about inspections, making sure the lift's running properly. Come the end of the season, we switch into our annual maintenance mode. All the maintenance is done. Every asset you go through and there's something you have to do on it. We have a line work PM, which is one of the most critical PMs, and that is you go out on a work basket and you stop at each tower, you lift the rope, you do a whole maintenance on the whole assembly. Yeah. Last year was our first year using Limble for our summer maintenance. The inspector showed up at the end. He wanted to know exactly what we did on one of those wheels, and we could pull it up and say, here it is. Yeah. He was like, okay, this is awesome, we're done with you guys. You know, if you got this deep, I don't need to worry about anything else. He called back the next day and he's like, what's the name of that company? I want to recommend it to another mount. That's how powerful it is. Everything is done off the mobile app. These are the QR codes you're scanning, going through all the safeties, going through all the checks, making sure everything's up to par before we turn the lift over to the public. It makes it very, very easy for work to get done. And then we can track the work being done through the dashboards. Matt Steele, our head electrician, voiced how it's so much nicer to be more towards the predictive side. There's a way a lot less stress that you know you're doing a good job maintaining your product, and there's less likely you're going to have a critical failure. We collected a lot of data on things, and it just got lost. Once you start using a CMMS like Limble and realizing the power of getting all this data, I'm putting it into the system, I'm trending, I'm dashboarding. Equipment talks to us through temperature, trying to understand what it's saying through monitoring. Let's take these critical components and understand in real time what they're doing. Limble gets me to the point where I start to understand how the lift's talking to me.